Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Mouse Club podcast. My name is Marissa, and I am your host for this podcast. I hope you guys are doing really well out there, staying home, staying safe. This episode, I'm going to be talking to you all about my favorite binge-worthy shows, movies, and YouTube channels that are, of course, Disney related because this is a Disney podcast. So I hope that you guys enjoy this episode. Let me know on my Instagram at the Mouse Club Podcast what your favorite binge-worthy shows and movies are right now. Also, if you've been reading any good Disney books, I'd love to hear your recommendations. And anyway, with that, let's go ahead and get started. So first, I want to start with a little news segment for you guys because that's what I am hoping to aim for with this podcast, is starting with a little bit of news each week. Right now, unfortunately, the parks are closed, so there's not a ton of new information that I have for you guys. Of course, it is news that Disney cast members and Universal team members are officially furloughed as of this week. So this unfortunate is a very trying time right now. So I really, from the bottom of my heart, reach out to everybody who is a cast member or a team member and is going through that right now. And I just hope that you guys are doing okay. And hopefully the unemployment status will get fixed soon for everybody so everyone can get paid, hopefully, and be on track to do well during this time. It's just a very, very rough time. In other news, it was announced that The Princess Bride is going to be coming to Disney Plus, which was a huge deal. Everyone was super, super excited. And honestly, that's really all the news that I have for you guys this week. So we shall see next week if there's any more new and exciting news as far as the world of Disney goes, and also other theme parks in general. So everyone, I'm really excited about this episode. I really hope that it will help those of you who are stuck at home right now. Just to be able to find something to do, some of my favorite feel-good shows, feel-good movies, and YouTube videos as well. So I hope that you guys enjoy. Most of the ones that I mentioned are probably from Disney Plus or classic Disney films. So you could either rent them if you don't have them or things like that. YouTube, of course, is free if you have it wherever you live. So those are another good one that I'm going to talk about if you don't have Disney Plus. So I hope that you guys enjoy this episode. And anyway, let's go ahead and jump in. So first off, I'm going to mention some Disney Plus originals, I guess is the way to say it. So I wanted to mention Be Our Chef. That's a new show. It's so, so cute if you guys have not seen it yet. So it's basically about families who compete to win a Disney cruise, and basically they are cooking food. So each week is a different theme and it's a different meal. So it could be breakfast, it could be dinner, it could be dessert. And it's really, really, really cute. It's a very good family show as well if you do have kids. I highly recommend it. It's been really fun to watch for me so far. And I'm really excited to go back to Orlando and see how it works with production and stuff. I'm very curious where they film it. I'm guessing there's a soundstage or something close by. So I really enjoy Be Our Chef. Another really good one is Encore. This one is probably more geared towards adults, but I'm sure kids could watch it as well. But it's basically about people who used to be in the drama program at their high school, and it's about them 10, 20, 30 years later going back and doing the performance again. And it's so good. It's so heartwarming. It's also really funny. Sometimes it's very cringy, but it's super, super good. My favorite episodes so far have been Annie and Oklahoma. Those were so good. Loved them. And it's also hosted by Kristen Bell, which is super cool. But I really love that show. It just is very heartwarming to see friends come back together after all of these years, and to see the things they struggled with in high school, and to see how they're responding to them today. So that it's just a very good show if you guys are into drama or theater or anything like that. I also wanted to mention The Mandalorian. If you are a Star Wars fan, The Mandalorian is a wonderful show. And of course, we can't forget about Baby Yoda, which technically his name is the child so far. But that show is really great. and it definitely has a lot of action, which I feel like can be very beneficial to distracting our minds right now. So The Mandalorian is another really great show. I also really love the nostalgic shows that are on Disney Plus. I have been watching so many. I started with Hannah Montana, and then I watched Good Luck Charlie. I've also been watching Wizards of Waverly Place. Just so many. There's so many good ones on there. And looking back, I'm actually surprised at how funny some of them are. Like, Good Luck Charlie is genuinely a super funny show, and I love the style. It's just so cute. I think that it's really helpful to see some of those nostalgic shows, because I feel like they just take us back to a place of like our childhood. And there's so many episodes, so it's a really good show to binge, is like any of those nostalgic shows, because you can just keep chowing down those episodes. So that's always really fun. A couple of movies that just hit Disney Plus are Onward and Frozen 2, like recent movies. And both of them I cannot recommend enough. Onward was so heartwarming. It had me in tears by the end. Oh my goodness, the ending was just so, it hits your heart, and it's just so sweet. So Onward was just amazing, and Frozen 2 is just breathtakingly beautiful, as well as the music. So I highly recommend Frozen 2 as well. The animation, the music, it hits me in the feels as well, especially during Show Yourself. That song is so emotional and so sweet. So I definitely recommend those movies. They're really good ones to watch. Of course, today is Earth Day, so Disney nature films are really good ones. What I love is on Disney Plus, the ones that they've recently released. So Elephant, I think it's called Dolphin Reef, and then something with penguins. I can't remember the full name. But they also have, along with the original movie, they also have a second movie, which shows how they make the movies. And the one with the elephant was so incredible to me, to just see them, all the filmmakers like camping. They had lions under their, what's it called? What are those big safari trucks called? I don't even know. RVs. They had lions under there. It was just so cool. And same with the Dolphin Reef one, just to see them bringing that incredible camera equipment down into the water was just so cool. So I cannot recommend them enough. The elephant movie was also just incredible in general, like not the filmmaking one. It was mind-boggling to me how intelligent these creatures are, and dolphins as well, just to see how they think, how they react. I will say that there is an animal that passes away, an elephant. So if you do have kids who are sensitive to that, I would not recommend watching it. But I don't believe any animals besides like fish, obviously, pass away in Dolphin Reef. But it was really enlightening to see how the animals reacted in Elephant to the animals that pass away, to see how the elephants treated the animal that passed away. Was just, I can't describe it because I don't want to be a spoiler alert, but it really just goes to show how intelligent other animals are, and that they do actually have feelings. So I definitely recommend checking out some of those Disney nature films. Elephant is probably my favorite one. And then some other movies that I just will have to recommend. Zootopia. It has a very deep meaning behind it, but it's also incredibly funny and super sweet. So I love Zootopia. Tangled, another great one. Tangled is one of my favorites when I'm not feeling well. When I'm sick, when I got my wisdom teeth out, I literally watched Tangled like 4 times because it's just such a beautiful, sweet, loving movie. So I love Tangled. The Little Mermaid is another one of my favorites, as well as Beauty and the Beast, if we're going back to classics. So those are really good ones to watch right now. The more I watch movies right now, the more I realize how much it really is an escape for me during this time. So I've been really enjoying watching them all, and just going back to my childhood and kind of like enjoying just lighthearted animation and not really worrying about like huge plot lines and huge storylines, but just being able to relax and enjoy a movie. I also have been reading a book called Home by Julie Andrews. Actually, her second one is called Homework, and it's all about her career in Hollywood. It's an amazing book if anybody is interested in checking it out. But I mention it here because as I've been going along with all of her movies, I've been watching them. So like after she talks about a movie, I will watch it on the TV. And doing this, I ended up watching Mary Poppins and the Sound of Music, which are both on Disney Plus. And I haven't seen them in years, so watching them again just filled my heart with so much joy. They're just such beautiful films, and to know that Mary Poppins really did not have any computer generated imagery or anything like that back in the day that it was made, and just to think how they came up with all of this stuff and how they created so many of these techniques is just amazing to think about while you're watching the movie. And the Sound of Music is just beautiful. The music, I feel like, just really takes me away, so I really enjoy the Sound of Music as well. Those are other ones that I definitely recommend on Disney Plus. Still waiting for Anastasia to come on. It's one of my favorite movies, and now that Disney has 20th Century Fox, I'm really hoping that it gets put on there. So we'll see. But of course, they put on new things every month, so I'm really excited to see the new ones that come out in May. I'm really excited for the last season of Tangled, the series, to come on. I'm just super, super excited. So lastly, I just wanted to talk about some YouTube channels that I like to recommend. Disney ones, of course, specifically. So the first one I wanted to talk about is Christy's Kitchen Throwback. And this is by Christy Carlson Romano. And if you don't know Christy Carlson Romano, she is the voice of Kim Possible. She was also in Even Stevens. She was in Kingdom Hearts. What's the movie? Cadet Kelly. She was in that as well. But basically every Thursday she has an episode with a throwback Disney cast member or Nickelodeon cast member from the 90s, the early 2000s, even some from now as well. They are just incredible. I love it. It's called Christy's Kitchen Throwback. So she takes these stars and she makes food and drinks from their show. So like, for example, Aquamarine, they made like, I think it was like seaweed noodles or something like that with Sarah Paxton. She also had Kimberly J. Brown on there, and they made Witch's Brew for Halloween Town. Sorry, I had a little mind fart there. And she just has so many others. She had Matilda on there. She has just so many videos that you can go back and watch. And I don't know how much longer she's going to have guests on, because obviously these are pre-recorded, so I don't know how many she has left. But with the coronavirus right now, I don't know exactly when she'll be filming again. But I love the episodes that she has put out already, and I think she still has a few more. She hasn't said that she is out of episodes yet, so I'm really, really excited to see more, and I highly, highly recommend. It is a little bit more for adults. She does use some false language and things like that in the videos. I don't think it's anything that would hurt your children in any way, but just be aware there is some foul language and some more adult topics in the show. Another YouTube channel I really love is Emma and John, You're Welcome. Emma and John, they subscribed to me on YouTube. I did not know about their channel. And then I started watching their videos, and they are just the sweetest couple ever. And I really love that they do these videos about fun facts. I don't know the official name, but like fun facts of different Disney resorts. And the Port Orleans one and the Pop Century one were super cool. They just released those recently. Emma and John, You're Welcome is more of like back and forth. They have some Disney videos, and then they have some videos from England, which I really love because I love travel videos as well. But they're a very, what's the word I'm looking for? They're a very dedicated, loving Disney family, and they have a cute little dog. So I highly recommend checking them out. Their videos are just so sweet. And I love their vlogs from the parks and from their time in Florida. So I'm really excited for more vlogs once, of course, the parks open up. But I love their videos now in the meantime. They also did for Christmas, they did 25 videos. They did a video every day about different Disney themes and different topics and different Christmas topics. So if you enjoy that, go check them out. Emma and John, You're Welcome is the channel name. The next channel I want to talk about is the Crosby family. So that is Claire Crosby. I can almost 100% guarantee that you've seen one of her videos before. She's this adorable little girl who sings Disney songs, and she has an incredible voice. I want to say she's 6 years old now, but I'm not 100% sure. She might be 7. But she is just a beautiful little singer, and their channel is more specifically about their family, and she does sing other songs as well, but they sing a lot of Disney songs. They do a lot of Disney partnerships, and they do a few Disney vlogs. So if you are interested in that, definitely check out the Crosby family. They're a super adorable and super loving family as well, like family goals. So I really enjoy watching them. Lastly, I have the Bucket List family. Bucket List family is absolutely incredible. They're full-time travel journalists is what they call themselves, and they are so cute. It's a family of 5, and they travel around the world. They're full-time travelers. They also have a house that they just recently renovated in Hawaii. And not all of their videos are Disney videos, but they did do the 30 stays and 30 days at Disney World. So they did a different hotel every day, and those videos are just so heartwarming if you want to go back and watch those. And they did go to the parks recently as well for Creator Days, so they do have quite a few Disney videos on their channel. Just such a beautiful family. The videos make me tear up every time because they just travel so much and have these incredible experiences. It makes me want to be a full-time travel family with my kids one day, but obviously that's a huge feat, so I really commend them for not only taking that step and being full-time travelers with like 3 kids under the age of 10, but also like keeping record and documenting everything so that we could watch as well. It's just absolutely incredible, and I know those kids are going to have incredible memories and moments to look back on when they're adults. So I really, really enjoyed the Bucket List family. And of course, I have to do a little shameless plug for my channel on YouTube, which is Marissa Potts, Marissa Potts. And not all of my videos are Disney videos, but I do have a playlist called Disney. So if you are interested in any of my Disney vlogs, Disney tags, things like that, I will have that linked in the show notes down below if you want to check that out. And that is really all that I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video about my favorite binge-worthy Disney shows and Disney movies. I hope that enjoys your time while you're in quarantine or self-isolation. Like I said, let me know at the Mouse Club Podcast what your favorite shows and movies are right now. And I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Welcome to the Mouse Club. Bye! Thank you so much for listening to the Mouse Club Podcast. To find us on Instagram, follow us at the Mouse Club Podcast. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/the Mouse Club Podcast, or on our website, themouseclubpodcast.com, to find all of our episodes, links to our social channels, and our YouTube channel, which will be coming soon. To follow our host, Marissa Potts, that's me, check me out on YouTube, Marissa Potts, on TikTok at marissa.potts, on Instagram at Little Miss Mariss, MRS Mariss. Thanks so much for listening. See you next week. Bye.